Are we on? Okay, good. Hi, my name is Stella Williams, and today I am going to be telling you why I quit plus size fashion. I want to preface this video by saying my entire closet's on sale. So if you want to shop my Poshmark, yes, it is time. I know that a lot of times everything's sold out. We go through this every time I post about Poshmark. The sale is here. Hopefully you have your post notifications on so you're notified that it's here, but it's here. We go through this every time. I've even started going on Instagram saying, hey, I have a Poshmark video coming out tonight. Hey, Poshmark is live. But still, 2 to 3 days later, I get comments on my Poshmark videos. Stella, everything's sold out, we missed it. Here we are. I have a sale on Poshmark. If you continuously miss all the clothes I put on there and they're sold out, turn on your post notifications and you'll be notified. That way you don't have to miss anything. Because usually when I do these, I do really big sales. I'll knock everything to a super low price and you know, just really move clothes. But today I'm getting rid of a lot of things that have made me Stella Williams. So it's gonna be a big one. If you don't know what madness I'm talking about, my Poshmark when I do these videos is literally like Black Friday. People attack the page and things are sold out so quickly. I think realistically, but in the first 2 hours of me posting a video, all the stuff's gone. So if you want to see what the hype is all about right now or right after this video, make sure to check out my Poshmark. All the links are down below. My handle is @SuperbStella. And there's a direct link if you want it, and it's the first in the description box. So it's pretty crazy, but I have a lot up right now, but I have a little bit more things I want to upload tonight. So if you're watching this today, I posted, get ready. It really is like Black Friday. I think I'm just gonna start calling it, I don't know, I need to make up some name now because it's so insane. Thank you for your support, and I'm glad you like my deals on clothes. It's nuts. Now, let me move on to why I quit plus size fashion. In October, November, I decided to step away from plus size fashion. I wanted to create more content that was away from fashion because I myself was changing as a person. And I felt like I was on a race with all these companies and, you know, continuously, it's fast fashion. Let's just be serious and, not serious, what's the word? Let's just be real here. It's fast fashion. It changes every week. Sites like Fashion Nova add 9,000 pieces of items, of clothing items to their website a week. 9,000 pieces a week. So in saying that, when we as influencers make videos about clothing, we consistently are getting new clothes to try to show you guys what it looks like on our body types, and we're sharing the consistent clothing with you. Now, the problem with this is when you're changing as a person and parts of your identity as a person are changing, nah, I'm not even gonna do all this. I'm not even gonna do all this. I'm acting too like, la 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 la. I'm not, this isn't what I wanted to come on here for. I wanted to come on here to be real. And yes, it's true. Everything's changing, but the reality of everything that was happening was that I didn't know who I was anymore. I lost myself in a situation last year, and it took me a very, very, very long time to find myself after that situation that I thought I was ready for. And in saying that, things about me changed. I decided that I didn't want to wear my contacts anymore because I fell in love with like my natural eyes, and it's something that I hadn't allowed myself to see in a very long time. My hair, so I had like this weave and then I got another one, and literally the day after I got the second one, I was like, take this out of my head. I don't want this. Like, I just want me back. And in this process of reclaiming myself and who I am, because I've always known me, but what happens is when I went through something crazy, it's staying true to me, and that's the part that is the battle for me, because I know myself. I'm blessed enough to have gone through life enough to know myself, but now it's staying true to myself that I'm really working on at this stage in my life. So I was trying to get back to me and who I am as a person, and inside of that, I made some changes about myself, and my fashion was no longer reflective of who I was as a person. A year ago today, if you asked me to wear this super bodycon dress with some high heels, I would have been all about it. I would have been like, let's do it. Now I'm like, well, maybe I'm into streetwear. Maybe I'm into you know, blazer suits. Maybe I'm into things that are not, maybe I'm into flowy dresses. I got this new flowy dress, which I'm gonna show soon. And I'm just like, I didn't even think that would ever be my style. But aside from that, I never allowed myself to have that kind of style, because here's why. I went through this phase of posting things that were not per se flattering to my body, but I was so happy in them. But I think one day I stopped being happy in them and I started posting in them for likes. Something happened where I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm getting thousands of likes on a picture of me in a dress that doesn't look that great on me, but I was happy, I think, because I think I got a lot of likes. I think I should be happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Like, that's not real. That's not real life. And I was going through this like mental game of, why are you posting in outfits that aren't really reflective to who you are now? And then I had to have a moment with myself like, sure, Stella, 9 months ago, this would have been your style. This would have been you, but you've become someone else right now. You've gone a little bit deeper to discover who you really are. So why does your fashion not reflect that? And I took a step back and I thought about when I first started fashion on YouTube, everything I had was in black and white. I had black and white dresses, bandeaus, skirts, pants, shorts. Everything was of the tone of black and white. And I went through this huge YouTube experience of, guys, I think I love color. And that was a year ago this month, January of 2018, I received my first piece of color. And it was this gorgeous dress from Fashion Nova Curve. It was like almost floor length. It had stripes. It had 3 or 4 different colors. It reminded me a lot of like an African vibe. It was so beautiful. I didn't go too much further with it. So right around the corner after that was Valentine's Day. So I played like with these soft pinks. And then in summer, I played with maybe 1 or 2 yellow dresses, but my style was still very black. I didn't let myself really go the distance. So aside from color and fashion, you also have style. And we all know about the fast fashion style. I do love it, but now I've realized that there are other areas of fast fashion that I can play with. So I took a step back and I said, okay, don't post any fashion pictures. Don't do it. Don't post any fashion videos. You can mention fashion, but you don't need anything new right now. Because if you continue to get items that are not reflective of who you are now, you're just gonna continue to make yourself crazy and you're never gonna allow yourself the experience to become who you wanna be. I got back from Texas in 2019 in January. And so this is all very recent. And I said, I'm done with fashion. I'm done. I don't want to continue doing something that doesn't make me incredibly, incredibly, incredibly happy. There's a saying by Drake, it's like, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. That's kind of where I was. I was like, I'm not having fun with this anymore. I was on the verge of, I did quit. I'm also a producer, if you don't know, and I told my business partner, because we are friends, that I was done. I wasn't done with YouTube per se. I have other ideas of things I want to do with this channel, and I was focusing more on those. And then she said to me, you've been doing this for 1.5 years. You love this. It's not that, she said something so genius to me, and I'm so grateful for her for saying this. She said, you wouldn't have started this if it wasn't for your glow up. Yes, you're in the middle of your glow up. Yes, you are becoming who you really want to be. She said, I don't think it's the process that's the problem. You started this process for a reason. You feel like this process isn't over, so it's something about the process that makes you want to run away from it. And she was so right. I had gone from being so fearless and so creatively, the world is my oyster, to being so timid and shy. Me, Stella Williams, was shy. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. This isn't me. I've literally let one situation define the rest of my year. So I took a step back and I said, okay, I have 2 options. I can quit, because that's what I've convinced myself is best for me, and start focusing on other areas in the plus size community, in the body positive community, or I can keep going forward. This is the best part of the story. This is even why I'm sharing this story. I let it all go. I said, you know what? I personally believe in God. So I said, God, I need you to guide me, because my partner was right. You brought me here for a reason. I am able to communicate through my boldness, but I think the problem, God, is that I've lost that that boldness and that comfort in being in my own skin. And I've done steps to come back to the true myself. I've taken out the extensions, I've taken off the contacts, and I most days don't wear makeup just to get back to my purest form of who you created me to be. Help me with my next step. Well, the next day, I was at an event and I got invited to New York Fashion Week. And I was like, okay. The next day, I got invited to a Pretty Little Thing party. And I said, I see you. And then the next day, which would be yesterday, I collaborated with someone and came up with an entirely new idea for the plus size community that hasn't been done. I was like, gosh, it's gonna be great. I was like, God, I see you. I see what you're doing in my life. I see the problems that were in my way, the obstacles that were in my way for the vision. So after the third thing happened, yes, it took me 3 things to be like, I hear you. I sat down and I went to this book. So when I got this book, I started to look in it. And this is the book I created when I first became Superb Stella. Last year I'd become her. And by the end of the year, I made a choice to lose her because she wasn't me. And it wasn't fair to myself to live in this persona of a person who wasn't authentically myself. So I go in this book and I look at all my goals for Superb Stella, literally from the clean slate. I said, what do you want as Superb Stella? And the bow of this story is I had accomplished every single thing I had put on that list, on my first goal list for Superb Stella. And then it hit me that I think I was losing myself last year when I really lost my personal self last year because I'd already completed the goals. So it's time to make new ones. It's time to readjust, figure out what you like now, and go. Go. There's no time to sit here and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sulking for myself. A chapter's completed. It's not even completed. Chapter 1 of the book is written. Now I'm writing chapter 2. I'm very excited. Yes, I'm still the big girl on YouTube. Yes, I'm wearing clothes which you don't think I shouldn't wear without Spanx or shapewear or whatever, but I'm still wearing it. And I'm wearing things that are fit to my style. I started wearing color. Like, this is amazing. And I'm really happy. In this whole process of me taking a step back, I've learned about so many brands that I wouldn't even have worked with, let alone 6 months ago because it wasn't fast fashion. This time has really let me see that I'm able to collaborate with new brands and mature. And that's the problem. I think I was maturing and my fashion wasn't maturing with me. And that left me literally going insane. So I got to collaborate with brands like Eloquii. Charlotte Russe has an amazing plus size line I would have never known about if I didn't just open my eyes and look outside of this box that I was put in when I first became a plus size influencer. Now I'm with brands like Pretty Little Thing. I actually took a step back because I thought it was just another fast fashion site, and then I saw the detail in the clothing and I saw the textures were great, and I saw all these things that I was just ignoring. And other brands like Rebdolls. I briefly was with Rebdolls since the summer, but then I started playing. I stopped getting the same stuff that I would get from other sites, and I started trying new stuff. I started trying prints and colors and all these things, and it was just incredible. It was just an incredible experience. I even got my own merch. It just showed me that this isn't the end. It's an evolution. That put that spark back in me that I had when I first started YouTube and when I first started doing fashion. And I still feel that. I feel now like I did a year and a half ago, like a kid in a candy store, and like I have the coolest job in the world. And now I know moving forward, you have the smarts to do this, but show the community what they need to hear. I just want you to be the best you can be. And I've always said, you're fine no matter what size you are. And I've always said that you're beautiful because you are. Now I want to teach perseverance. That no matter what happens to you, no matter what guy you're not thin enough for, no matter who's embarrassed to be with you, no matter who doesn't want to be seen with you, no matter who says anything negative about you, no matter who's a troll on your Instagram account, those people really don't matter. And if you're changing your things about your authentic self, I don't know if that's ever gonna bring happiness, but if it's a part of your journey, I'm here to support you. And I hope that you like the new fashion choices I pick and the more mature path we're taking. And I hope you enjoy them. Because I'm still me. I mean, I'm still Stella. I realize I'm still sexy. And I did realize I'm still cute. And I realized again what it was like to have fun. And I'm back living for myself. I think that's the most important part. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want you to check out my Poshmark down below. A lot of my old things I wore are down there. And I hope you enjoy this new like evolution of fashion and what this year has to bring. I hope it makes you as happy as it makes me, because I'm happy again. I'm happy to be back here doing what I love in front of the camera and figuring out who I am through fashion, because fashion is a language and every day I learn a new word. And today the word is ruched arms, detached, orange, and stylish. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. As always, love Stella. Toodles.